The Sahara Desert is the largest desert in the world, and it covers almost all of northern Africa. It is approximately 3,000 miles long. The Atlantic Ocean can be found to the west of the Sahara Desert. The Atlas Mountains can be found to the north. The Mediterranean Sea can be found to the east. The Red Sea can be found to the south. And the Sahara Desert can be found to the south. In this video, we are going to explain to you how and why Nigeria is turning its deserts into large farmlands. So stick with us and let's dig into today's video. This land loss is a driver of many other problems, such as hunger, poverty, unemployment, forced migration, and conflict, as well as an increased risk of extreme weather events. However, the country of Niger in the African Sahara region has been making some astonishing agricultural developments, turning large areas suffering from desert into fertile land. The Sahara Desert continues to advance as a result of poor land management, overgrazing, and droughts in the region. It is quickly becoming completely desolate. In the country of Niger, 5 million hectares of land and over 200 million trees have been replanted, and 2.5 million people have benefited from the improved land use. This transition may be considered a tremendous success for any country, especially when a country only receives an average of 6.5 inches of rain for an entire year. Niger, which is officially a republic and called after the Niger River, is a landlocked country in West Africa. More than 80% of the country's land area is covered by the Sahara Desert. Those who attempt to cultivate crops in the Sahel region frequently confront challenges related to poor soil, irregular rainfall, and extended periods of drought. Farmers in the 1970s and 1980s suffered considerable tree losses as a result of drought, the development of agriculture, and human pressure. Rural farming communities stand to gain significant social and economic benefits from it. It helps combat climate change and uses technology to enrich traditional knowledge. Farm-managed natural regeneration, also known as FMNR, is one of the key regenerative efforts. FMNR is a low-cost land restoration strategy that is used to address poverty and hunger for impoverished subsistence farmers by enhancing food and timber output, as well as resilience to climate extremes. This is accomplished through the application of reforestation farming methods and natural regeneration. The harsh growing conditions of Africa's Sahara Desert are no match for FMNR's ability to boost the production and resilience of crop fields and pasturelands. FMNR started in 1983 in Niger and was pioneered by Tony Ronaldo, an Australian agronomist who is widely known as the forest maker. Having lived and worked in African countries for several decades, he has discovered and put into practice a solution to the extreme deforestation and desertification of the Sahara region. It is a technology that has proven to be among the most transformative of all technologies. FMNR is a method of coppicing and pollarding that is attentive to local differences and draws on traditional practices. It involves selecting the appropriate plants and trimming them while protecting them in a certain way. Farmers can encourage their development into trees by employing a few straightforward management strategies. Growing trees and forests in an environmentally responsible manner can help repair damaged lands, develop resilience, and assist people and communities in adapting to climate change. Farmers can help regenerate and conserve existing local vegetation, which has improved the livelihoods of millions of people. In addition, one of the most important things that can be done to fight climate change is to preserve and improve forest cover. Goats would consume the ones that managed to survive, or people would cut them down for firewood. Tony Ronaldo's breakthrough came when he realized that the millions of little bushes in the savanna were actually the stumps of trees sprouting back. The shoots from the new stumps only required management, pruning, and care in order to develop into trees. This is when Tony Ronaldo developed the concept of farmer-managed natural regeneration, also known as FMNR. FMNR is a very simple set of actions that farmers can take in order to regreen their land. First, farmers survey the land and choose among the existing local species the right ones to regenerate. Second, Farmers select the few stems that they want to grow while cutting the rest to be used as fodder mulch or similar. Third, farmers prune the selected stems. The procedure is carried out at intervals ranging from 2 to 6 months. Because of its ease of use, local flexibility, and relatively low cost, around 20 USD, farmer-controlled natural regeneration became a huge success in Niger. At least 25 nations, primarily in Africa, are already utilizing this strategy, which has resulted in the restoration of 5 million hectares of land and the planting of over 200 million trees on that land. Additionally, 2.5 million individuals have benefited from the improved use of land, rather than emphasizing more expedient solutions that include the use of harmful chemicals. FMNR prioritizes the employment of these natural ways to manage agricultural difficulties. This is what makes FMNR such an important practice. Growing up in the agricultural region of the Ovens Valley in northern Victoria, Ronaldo acquired a method that has the potential to cause more damage at a young age. Tony was concerned about the environmentally damaging farming practices that were prevalent in his area at the time, which included the use of aircraft to spray the crops with various chemicals. Tony Ronaldo was quoted as saying that the chemicals in the stream would kill the fish and that they would also clear the natural bush, which he cherished, and replace it with monocultures of pine trees. In recent years, the United Nations, the European Union, and the charity organization Oxfam have all been financially supporting the practice of FMNR in Niger. Additionally, in July 2020, Niger became one of the first countries in the world to adopt a presidential decree regulating and promoting the practice of FMNR. This increases the adoption of FMNR by farmers and pastoralists. The outcomes of FMNR have been astounding. The amount of arable land has virtually doubled since the 1980s, resulting in increased food security and better nutrition for millions of people, as well as an average increase of 18 to 24 percentage points in household gross incomes. Deforestation and environmental degradation have also been halted throughout around 5 million hectares of land, and tree density has increased by 10 times. Since its all-time low in the 1980s, over 200 million new trees have grown, with a production value of over 260 million. It is not surprising that this cutting-edge yet straightforward approach is spreading throughout Africa and bringing beneficial benefits to the environment and the people who live there. That's it for today. Please like and share our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for regular updates.